Are you saying in a way that, from your point of view, a good advocate is not necessarily someone who can one up on everyone on points of law, but they've got skills of persuasion? Is that
Oh,
what you're driving at?
yes, and I think persuasion is one thing, but it's understanding the situation and being able to deal with matters quickly. I'm certain that one of the motivating factors with Sir Henry Winneke was that he relied somewhat, I think greatly, on common sense. I'm not suggesting for one moment that Harry Winneke wasn't a very good lawyer, but his common sense was such that, when you think of how he ran the full court, as we used to call it then, when you appealed to the appeal section of the Court of the Supreme Court, then you just went to the full court, and he'd be there. You'd argue a matter before him, maybe an appeal against sentence, or might have appeals against conviction, and he'd just give his decision, and for the bench, right off the cuff. There was no adjourning things. You hardly do a thing now that's not adjourned. You don't make a plea in the county court now that's not adjourned. The Court of Appeal adjourns, I would have thought, invariably to do things when clearly a lot of the things could be just done. And Harry Winneke was just, he's a great bloke. I don't know whether you're familiar with this building, but there's a portrait of him between east and west, just opposite John Deaver's office there. It's a great portrait. I wink at that portrait. Maybe one day I'll wink back. I don't know. And the whole Winneke family, he was so helpful when I was young going out to the Court of Appeal, or the full court, because I got there, within the first year of being at the bar, and to see the way Jack Winneke's son became the president of the Court of Appeal kept me out of jail once. I was going to be dealt with for contempt, and Jack looked after it for me.
So you never had to go to jail?
No. Been to jail plenty of times, but not was able to leave.